YouTube, what the crap is going on? Welcome back to the Hoff channel. I am at the Unidad FOB base in custom game. We're just going to be going over all 4 of the new Special Operations DLC maps that have dropped. They dropped yesterday. This is just going to be a map breakdown, just some key features and whatnot. The community is still learning good strategies for all these maps, so I'm not going to go over strategies. I'm just going to hit key point and areas of interest for all the maps, just to kind of like help all of you guys, and especially the newcomers that are coming into the game, just to get familiar with the maps and what you're dealing with when you start doing Sabotage. Now, Sabotage is basically like uplink, except there are 2 radios that the attacking team wants to capture. So it has like an uplink extraction field. There's a defending team and there's an attacking team. I am assuming that the attacking team will lose if they don't kill all of the defenders or if they don't capture the radios. So from right here, we're just going to point out there are 2 sniper towers positions here on the attacking side. Definitely don't go up there. Those are death traps, and I'll show you why really quick with my drone. So we're just going to hit these key features right here. You have a wide open gap in the center, and then you have these 2 areas of sheet metal and a desk to give you cover. The sheet metal, SMG rounds, even pistol rounds will go through and hit you. For the desk, a sniper round will easily go through that, and assault rifle ammo will go through the desk and kill you there. So you don't really have a lot of cover. So if you're up there, hopefully you don't get spotted, and you can do a quick ambush kill. Once you do that, definitely get out of the tower, because then you're just going to be a target and you're going to die. Now with capture point area 1, I'll just show you really quick this huge wide open door. Radio 1 is not going to be a feature for the attackers. Not a feature. It's not going to be an objective that the attackers are going to want to go for. And the reason being is, look at all of this open space that you're going to have to cover. Granted, you could come over here, and this is some good area that you could move through and use the cover to your advantage. Though once you start getting to this portion right here, you're kind of left out in the open and exposed to the majority of the map on the western side. Now, if we were to go over here and show you the eastern side flank from the helipad, you're going to see that back here, it's just a straight shot back and a straight shot there. The only point of cover are those barrels and also this corner, which an explosive tank is at. So if a random grenade comes flying by, you might as well just run. Now with the far eastern flank down here in the valley, I'm going to pop my drone because I'm not going to run down there. This far eastern side, you're not going to be able to climb up the cliff face whatsoever. You're going to have to come all the way down here, do a deep flank, and then run up this hill in order to do a flank from the eastern side. For the defending team, what's probably going to be a really good idea is either have a scout drone or also a sentinel on your team and just put a SATCOM right there. You're not going to need to put a SATCOM on radio 1. You should put a SATCOM on radio 2 and right here. Reason being is you'll be able to see if anybody goes for an eastern flank, and then radio 2 is covered with the SATCOM. Radio 1, you are going to have eyes on, and I'll show you exactly how you're going to have eyes on that. But anyways, as the attacking team, you have a lot of open spaces that you're going to have to cover ground with just to get over here, and then you have this wide open gapped door. It doesn't really matter which way you come from, but right here, this is the fatal frontal for radio 1. It's just purely open. Purely open. So as soon as you come here, someone from that door or from this door is going to shoot you. Potentially a sniper way down there is going to be able to see you and shoot you and kill you. Now granted, once you get to this point, once you push here, if you have more teammates with you and they push past you outside of the building, more likely to the tires right here, this is actually a really good location for the attacking team to put somebody. If you're going to go for radio 1, you're going to be able to see any defenders coming from this area, because that's an avenue of approach, and you're going to be able to watch your back a little bit to see if someone goes in. If someone goes in, all you have to do is smoke check them and then go get your buddy up who just died, and then you can continue capturing the radio. Radio 2, we're going to head over there with the drone really quick, and just to show you, just as a reminder, this is a quick rundown. These are just key features. I'm not telling you strategies or anything like that. I did mention a few things here and there, but since the community is still developing strategies, a lot of things are not tried and tested to be successful. Now with Radio 2, this is your best bet. one, defenders are definitely going to put a player inside this building or within the tents to watch radio 2, most likely this building, so you're going to have to clear it out. Either use a scout drone or a SATCOM to notify your teammates if someone is in there. The best way to get to radio 2 is actually a far western flank. There is a depression. Hang on, come on, minimap. There's a depression right here that you can run across, that they're not going to be able to see you, and then you're just going to come up, clear that building, and start securing radio 2. And then just kind of post security here and there. You only have an angle from there that the attackers can kill you from while you're capturing the radio tower. Alright, so the round is lost as it shows. If attackers do not capture radios, you lose. So you have to capture those radios or go for team elimination. Now, once I get through these loading screens, I'm going to go on to the next map. I believe the next map is the library, I think. So we're going to head on over there, and I'll see you guys there. Because I came back and I want to go over the western side flank for the attackers. Like I said, there's this gully right here that has great cover. Granted, there are no bushes, so you're going to have to look out for a scout drone being able to spot you, so maybe run a tech while you're coming from this western flank. And then you're going to push your team to this rock right here. The reason being, it's really good cover. You're going to be able to defend this position, and you're going to be able to go for radio 2. What I'm finding with a lot of the maps is that radio 2 is the best radio for the attacking team to go for. Again, we're going to move on, and I believe it's the library is the next map. We're going to head on over there, so I'll see you there. We are here at the library. Like I said, this is just a quick breakdown of the maps. I'm not going to be going over strategies or anything. I'm just going to be showing you key features. Okay, so as the attacking team, we start down in a valley, which is great because you're not going to be able to be spawn killed. But for the defending team, I'm going to go over this really quick with the drone. Capture point radio number 1 is right here by the church, and then capture point radio 2 is down here in between these buildings. Defending team actually starts right here. Best thing to do as the defending team is send a sniper all the way up and to this point up here on the ridge line. The only thing you have to worry about is a flank from the attackers. Reason being is up there on the ridge you can actually see radio 1 and radio 2 from this ridge line. So as the attacker, definitely be aware that defending teams might be sending snipers up on that ridge line. As the attackers, what I'm finding is actually radio number 2 is going to be your best bet. The only reason being is it's not on the high ground, and we all know how that went for Anakin Skywalker, but still, it's in a low depression, and it's between two buildings. Your back is always facing towards the defender's spawn when you're capturing a radio, but the nice thing, except for this one, I was wrong. But the nice thing about this area is there's actually a cool little hiding spot for an attacker. You can get down here, but that is not the spot. This is the spot, actually. You can get down here, and you can just chill out right in this location. As you can see, I'm just in this rock area, and you can actually see the capture point for the radio. You can cover your teammate that is trying to capture the radio over here. You can provide him overwatch, and as you can see, as I'm here, I can see the ridge line, so therefore the ridge line can see me. The only thing you really have to do if you're going to be capturing this point right here is clear out this house, look out for anybody up at that house, snipe the sniper, clear the two houses, and then start your capturing and send a teammate up within this area to cover the defenders coming down this road to stop you. And that's pretty much it for Radio 2. Radio 2 is your best bet. Radio 1, yeah, granted, you are covered by the truck when you start capturing right here, but the sniper's going to be able to see you and snipe you in the head from that ridge line if you don't take them out. And then most likely they do have an overwatch within that building, kind of overlooking this field. Come on, load. Overlooking this field lake area, they're going to have someone up by this ammo spawn point, the defenders. So they're going to easily get down to Radio 2 or easily jump down by the church and then shoot you on Radio 1. It's going to be a lot of exchanges, basically, You don't want to telegraph that you're going to radio 2 right off the bat, because then since radio 2 is your best bet and you telegraph that you're going to radio 2, you're kind of out of luck. I know I wasn't going to go over strategies, but there we go. Anyways, radio 1 is kind of a bad idea just because from here, all they have to do is send the guy who's in Overwatch right there, come down to this corner, and he can just blast you. The library, which is kind of disappointing. I was really hoping the library was going to be in play. It's not. It's within the map, but I don't foresee anybody really coming here. Realistically, granted, you could put someone right here, but you're not going to be able to hit the operator that goes down to capture Radio 1. You're going to be able to see anybody, yes, and stop them from going down and starting the capture if you're able to kill them quick enough, but once they get there, you lose line of sight. So the library, unfortunately, I'm not going to see. I don't think there's going to be a lot of play. I don't think a lot of people are going to be coming here. If anything, it's going to be the ridge line that the defenders are going to use, and this building, and the building that's right next to Radio 2. Alright, so that's just a real quick rundown for the library. I feel like it's just going to be a team elimination map, though if you're the attacker, you could clutch a win going for Radio 2 if you kill the sniper up on the ridge and just pretty much provide covering fire while your teammate is capturing. Now, this building, I checked it out, and it has no vantage points. All of those windows, I know it's a juicy 3-story building and everybody loves having the height advantage, having the high ground like Obi-Wan Kenobi, but these windows actually don't give you any line of sight to Radio 1 or any sight to Radio 2. So this building is out of play completely. Even as an attacker, this building is out of play. Yeah. So, it's just... I mean, you could kill some defenders that are running across the road while you're trying to capture Radio 1, but if you have any defenders down there... Anyways, not going to go over strategies. Key features. Ridgeline. 2-story building. And building next to Radio 2. Radio 2, again, is the best one for the attackers. And we're going to be moving on. The attacking team starts way up here on the rail line, and then the defending team is my location currently. So those are the spawn points. We're going to move on to Radio 1. So Radio 1 is right there. Radio 2 is right there. And again, Radio 2 looks like a way better radio to capture as the attacker. Reason being is there are a million buildings here that the defenders are going to post up in overwatching Radio 1. Granted, you do have the lumber mill, but as soon as you go in the lumber mill, it's a death trap for you as an attacker unless you escape from the northern doorway that is located up here. Otherwise, there are too many vantage points overwatching Radio 1. Now, Radio 2, there are vantage points that are overlooking it. Basically, this map is going to be a lot of just sit and wait for the defending team. This green building is definitely going to be used by the defenders, and I'll show you why really quick here. We're going to run up these stairs, kapow, kapow, kapow. And from here, you can easily see from your ADS, you can see anybody there. You can actually shoot through this metal, the sheet metal, and you're going to be able to kill anybody, or you could just come out here for an accurate fire and just kill them. If they start capturing Radio 1. So green building for defenders is going to be used. That is a key feature that you're going to have to look out for. What's really cool is this government building is actually a brilliant, amazing, awesome building for the defenders to post up in. Don't even go in the church. That's dumb. Don't do it. But the government building, if you come up the stairs... One, you've got this window right here that you're going to be able to shoot and kill anybody in. You've got a nice room that isn't exposed to anything else other than just this window, so you're going to be able to kill anybody there. And then these stairs, mines, there's only one stairs. Oh, there's 2 stairs. I lied. So 2 mines and you're set. You're golden, which is awesome. Anyways, we're moving down to Radio 2, and I'll show you why the attackers should actually be going for Radio 2. One, you've got the Alamo. I don't even know what that says. Alcaldea. I don't know. Government building for Brazilian beats me. Brazilians, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Anyways, attackers, radio 2. Reason why this is actually your best option. One, you've got a lot of cover that you're going to be able to run through. You do have your own personal green building, so you can post up an overwatch within that doorway, and you're going to be able to overlook from this building. This building right here is going to be highly defended. Defenders are going to go into it because it clearly overwatches radio number 2. But if we come back here to the green building, where are you? There you are. Come back to the green building. You're going to be able to shoot anybody that is on the corner, or if you just come right down here, you know, by the fence, because you know bullets don't go through fences in Ghost Recon. Just hide behind the fence, and you're going to be able to kill any snipers that are posted up on that second story of this building. But for the attackers, what's nice is you actually have this building to post up in and prep. Come down here with any other operators. You have an ammo resupply point that's right next to the radio. So if you try and go for the radio and you get knocked off and you get away, you're going to have an ammo resupply right there. So you're going to be back up to full health. That's why this one is so great. Radio 1, as soon as you go out there, it's a death trap and you're going to get shot from 3 different angles. At least from here, radio 2, you're only going to get shot by this angle and then potentially from this building. I don't foresee anybody being up here at all trying to hit radio 2 or defend radio 2, though we'll look at one key feature that I just saw potentially. So as the attackers, just come down here, maybe throw someone into the pharmacy to do a flank up this road. But this building is definitely going to be used by the defenders. And we're going to go over here to this key feature that I was looking at prior. So snipers aren't going to be able to watch number 1. I mean, they could, maybe. But they don't have line of sight from the green building here. They only have line of sight on radio 1, not radio 2. You could potentially put a sniper up on this rock right here, and you'll be able to see only radio 2, but you could move down and shoot anybody from radio 1. So my recording was like really messed up on this point, so the transition was really bad. This is that was a really quick map breakdown of the map Rocha for the PvP. So we're gonna move on to the next Special Operations DLC map. I believe it is the library, unless we already did the library. No, we're going to the train yard. All right, we're going to the train yard, and I'll see you guys there. On with our map breakdown, we are at train yard and we are on the attacking side. So the attacking side has the potential of coming up here and doing a hard flank up this way. You might see some defenders up here just because of high ground and everyone thinks they're Obi-Wan Kenobi. And this building right here is definitely going to be used by the defenders. This one, if they're dumb, there isn't a lot of cover on this side for them, though if there's a really good sniper up there, you're going to have to watch out for that. But this room right here, I'm just going to fly my drone in there just to show you. If they get a guy in here, they have a nice overwatch of radio 1, and then also the stairwell that's on this side for anybody that's coming up to them. So radio 1 is a no-go for the attackers. Definitely, I wouldn't even try it. Radio 2 looks like a better possibility, and we're going to run over there because my drone is dead, and I will show you why radio 2 has a better potential. These are just real quick, real lightning speed breakdowns of the maps, just because the community, once again, I've said this a bunch of times, but I'll say it again, the community is basically playing these maps like team elimination. They're just killing the other team. They're not even using the sabotage mechanics, and the reason being is people are still trying to learn the maps, and they're trying to learn the best strategies and how to get advantages over the defending team and the attacking team alike. So like I said, these are just basic quick rundowns. Now here in the scrapyard for radio 2, you've got a lot of cover. It's going to be a lot of close quarters fighting. You might see a sniper posted up over here potentially, just because they can see down the road and see radio 1 and see if you're going into the buildings or coming down the road. They're going to be able to snipe you from, but also they have a clear view of radio 2 from those shipping containers. So you're going to have to kind of look out for that, maybe send up a drone or a SATCOM, but basically Radio 2 is going to be your best option here. The high ground for attackers, I mean, yeah, I guess you could if you really wanted to, but I wouldn't want to. Yeah, so this building is actually, hang on, I gotta check something out really quick. We're gonna do some science here. We're gonna run through all these trains. Burp, burp, burp. Oh, I can't jump over that. That's cool. That's good to know. I'm gonna check out this building really quick to see if it can overwatch Radio 1 and Radio 2. And if it can, this is going to be the key building for the defenders to take. Granted, the stairwell is facing the attacking side, so it's going to be really difficult for them to get in here, and they can't see the operator capturing Radio 2. Let's see here. Nope. Nope. I don't think you can put rounds through that. Let's see. Alright, so I think I fired enough times. We're going to send a drone out and we're going to check to see if there is 0 bullet holes coming through. So you can't even hit their head while they are... Yeah, there's no bullet holes on this side, so therefore none of these rounds actually penetrated. Granted, I'm using an SMG. You can always try it with a sniper rifle, but there is no view. Yeah, they're not going to be able to see you from that point. They're going to be able to tell that you're capturing it. Wonder if I can get a grenade over there. Hey-ya! Yeah. So you can get grenaded from this position if you're capturing Radio 2. So yeah, this building, this is a key building right here. This is a massive key building because you could just shoot somebody that's trying to capture Radio 1, run over here if that was a distraction, they start to capture Radio 2, and then just chuck a grenade as hard as you can. Yeah, so that's the rundown, really a real quick rundown of the train yard. You can jump into the reservoirs here, though you're like Jesus and you're walking on water. Let's throw up the drone. So there is, if you lay down, some cover. So, okay, my drone touched water and it died. That's awesome. But you can lay down and you have cover and nobody's going to be able to see you from that point if you're within the reservoir. Though, once again, I don't foresee the attacking team coming up here at all just because there's really no point to, other than if you're going for team elimination, because defenders are going to be up here. They are going to be up here, and potentially they're going to be in that building. So the best thing to do is go down to Radio 2, clear this building, and then have a sniper overwatching. You're definitely going to have a sniper up here. Realistically, sabotage for the attackers, it's the best thing to do is just to do team elimination, really. Just ignore the sabotage mechanic and just kill the defending team, because you're at a very, you're at a disadvantage as the attackers, which is really unfortunate. But anyways, we're going to be moving on to the last and final map called Zinc Mine. This is Zinc Mine, and we're just going to pop the drone really quick. I'm on the defending side. What I've noticed a lot, like I said, the community is still testing and trying new strategies and everything, but every time I see the attackers go on the western side of these reservoirs, they just get smoke checked. Hardcore. Defenders come down, they have a nice little ridge line overlooking this whole wide open area, and the attackers think they're going on a nice wide flank and everything, like, oh, this is going to be easy, whatever, we're going to clear this whole side and capture Radio 1. Not the case. I've always seen defenders just utterly destroy all attackers that go this way, so don't go that way. Radio 2 looks like the best bet for the attackers once again, which is really interesting. I have a feeling that whoever developed these maps really, really loved Radio 2 or the number 2. Maybe they just like to poop. I don't know. You know, going number 2 feels good. It feels good when I do it. I don't know about you. Maybe you don't have nice soft poops. I have perfect ones. So anyways, Radio 2, yes, your back is exposed to the defending side spawn zone, but you have all of these awesome 20-foot cans that can protect you. You just got to be careful about ambushers and whatnot. There potentially could be somebody that's like hiding out up here and be like, oh, hi, you're dead, thought you're going to win. You just have to look out for that stuff, and really it's all about teamwork in this game. So definitely run a scout drone and a tech. That way the defending team doesn't know what your movements are. I highly suggest that you do not go this way and you do not come up here thinking that you're going to be a sniper and Chris Kyle and just dome everybody, because this mountain right here, unless you're actually good, one, you're not going to see a lot from this vantage point. I mean, yeah, sure, you can see out this way. You can see this avenue of approach, but no one's going to come down this way unless they're dumb, you know? They're going to come through the silos if you start capturing number 2. Radio number 2. They're going to come through the silos is what they're going to be doing. So, yeah, you could put a sniper up there, but they're just going to counter snipe you by putting a sniper right here. You know what I mean? So, realistically, silos is going to see a lot of action. Defenders and attackers alike are going to be coming into the silos because it's a nice distance between Radio 1 and Radio 2. And you've got these nice curves where you're able to peek but still stay in cover the whole time as you're going around. And as long as you keep your reticle on, it ends up looping around. Radio 1, let's just take a quick close-up look at it right here. Excuse me. Like I said, reservoirs, if you want to be like Jesus, you can walk on water up here. You can lay down. You can lay down. I guess you can't lay down. You can lay down on the train yard reservoirs. I know that for a fact because I did it, but apparently these ones you can't. Anyways, the defending team may or may not put a guy up here. Just because if the attackers, if the attackers decide to go down to this shed, they have a clear open view, and they can just shoot you from there. They can see Radio 1 and defend it, so definitely look out for the sheds. And like I said, I'll just show you this really quick. So here's the rocks and the ridge line that they're going to be able to see you trying to flank on the reservoir. Most likely, defenders are going to place a player that's going to be by these rocks, which is actually awesome because you can see the edge all the way here. You're going to see the attackers coming down here, and they're just going to be like, oh, I'm doing a flank. No, you're not. So if you're attacking, don't go on the western side of the reservoirs. Just a bad idea. I feel like Zinc Mine was just kind of like thrown together. They just saw the potential in it just because, oh, there's a lot of big structure. This is great. Well, there's so much wide open spaces and avenues of approach and not a lot of cover. You're going to see players in that area. You're going to see a hell of a ton of players within the silos. Radio number 2 still consistently stays as being the best radio capture point for the attackers. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it that I got for the map breakdown for the new DLC of Special Operations. Just a heads up, guys, if you made it all the way to this point at the end of the video, Ghost Recon Wildlands is going free to play on the weekend, so definitely pick it up, check it out. Hopefully this map breakdown helps you out with the new Sabotage maps that just came out. Like I said before, the community is still trying to test and figure out new strategies to use as the attackers and defenders. Defending is going to be really easy, quite frankly, for these radio sabotage maps. Defending is going to be pretty simple, and your best bet, once again, is going to be radio number 2 for basically all the maps. Zinc Mine is just going to be a pure team elimination map. Train Yard has the potential of doing that too. Anyways, I've got 12 seconds to end the video. We're just going to quit. But yeah, so that was the map breakdown. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It was lightning fast, really quick, just showing you key points and areas, just to get you familiar with the maps, so you're not blindsided and, you know, lost in the sauce when you're trying to figure out what exactly you're supposed to do. Remember, in Sabotage, if you're on the attacking team, you have to sabotage one of the radios. If you are defending, you just have to stop the attackers from doing that. Other than that, that pretty much wraps up the video, guys. It was fun, it was awesome, and I can't wait to see you out in the field.